Train the muscles, not the joints. So some of you have been asking, what do I do for a living? You know, and it's kind of funny because, you know, this is it. This is one of the things I do for a living is I make videos for people, as well as I actually do YouTube on a number of different channels. Now, of course, I don't do this full time, as you know, like the subscribership and everything. I mean, it barely even pays the internet bill. That's basically, you put in about 15 hours a week to give out free information to help people out. And at some point, you know, it can turn into a living at some point, but basically that takes a long time. So really, what do I do for a living? Well, I have another website dedicated to what I do. It's in the meditation, spirituality kind of thing, and it's nothing religious. I'm not a religious person or anything, so don't misunderstand anything just because I'm chanting mantra of different religions and stuff. I'm just basically using them like exercises, kind of like bench presses are good for bench, but I don't have a, you know, idealism around bench press. You know, I'll do dumbbell press if it works. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things I do is I guide people to find deeper levels of happiness and to experience themselves in a deeper level, which can come from meditation and stuff. So, okay, so that's one of my main focuses of my work, and I wrote a book about that called Awakening with Aratima, and it's on my other website called jasongallant.ca if you want to go there. And the other website I have is naturalgallantbodybuilding.com. So basically that website has to do with my past as a personal trainer. I used to be a personal trainer. I used to be working in gyms and all this kind of stuff. That was like my main income source for a long time. And what I do on there now is that I offer services based on the fitness industry. So for instance, I make music. So if somebody has a YouTube channel and they want music, royalty-free type music, I actually make my own music so they can purchase that from me in order to basically use it on their own YouTube channel, if they get permission from me, of course. I also do videography, so if somebody wants to do video services, whether it's in fitness industry or whether they want to do it for their own YouTube channel or support their business, I also do that, okay? And third is I will make music for people when they go into competition. So if they need music services or something like that, I'll mix the music together and I'll make it for them, and then they can use that, okay, for their competition, whether it's fitness or bodybuilding or whatever. And last, on my naturalgallantbodybuilding.com website, I do offer consultations. So if somebody wants to do a consultation with me, I will sit down for an hour with you on the phone and we'll talk about your training program, talk about what might work better for you or not. Because as you know, in the comments down below, there's no way I would ever have time to be typing out a book for everybody about, you know, answer their questions and stuff. I'm trying to answer them as best I can. I'm trying to help you guys out while this channel is still small. But at the same time, that's the great part about doing video, is that you can help a massive amount of people all at once and not expend more energy, as much as it does take a lot of energy to make a video sometimes. Sometimes it's about 5 hours work or 2 hours or just an hour work, depending on, you know, what kind of video I'm filming. But the thing is that I will do consultations. So if somebody wants to basically make my instructions a little bit more personalized, they can go to my website and book a consultation and we can work from there, okay? So I will be offering, you know, training programs in the future, and I'll make them very cheap, you know, just download PDFs and all this kind of stuff. And I do offer some training MP3s on my website as well. Like you could just listen to it on your phone and work out with it, and I guide you through your workout. But these are all things to help support me giving away information for free. So just so you know, like if I'm spending 15 to 20 to 30 hours a week doing something, you know, at some point you have to find a way to sustain it. So it's not about making profit or you know, it's not about using people for money. It's not about that, but it's about supporting this process of helping a lot of people not destroy themselves in the gym. Okay, so just know that, like, if you do purchase something from me, you're just supporting this work for me to be able to help more people. It's not about me trying to become a billionaire or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, because there's a lot of this weird kind of thing that's going on YouTube right now, where if somebody makes some sort of money or they make a living by helping people, somehow they're corrupt or bad. So that's not my intent. So anyway, just to answer the question, because I've had this question happen like several times now, at least 3 or 4 times in the last few weeks. So I figure I'd make a video about it so you guys can kind of become clear of who you're talking to here, you know. So I am a writer, you know. I will be writing a book at some point too on training and my philosophy around training and life, you know, and basically talk about the philosophy that I have around training and life from coming full circle. You know, and what I mean by this is that in the beginning stages of my training and bodybuilding, when I was a teenager, you know, I started off like a lot of you guys, you know, a lot of you younger guys in here, you're probably insecure, you probably want to be more popular, you probably want to get the girl you like or whatever it is, you know, and then you see somebody that's your ideal and you're like, oh, I got to be like him in order to actually be liked by everyone, and you pursue this bodybuilding goal based on that, you know. Me, when I did it, when I started training, I just wanted to kill some of the people in my class that were basically causing me a lot of they were bullying a lot, let's put it this way. They're doing a lot of bullying and humiliation, all this kind of stuff. So I was one of those kids that was like, okay, I'm not going to take this shit anymore, and that's it. It was a typical, you know, bodybuilder gets or kid gets sand kicked in his face and then he becomes a bodybuilder. That was how it all started for me. But at some point it evolved beyond that, where it became an art and it became more a relationship with the body, and it was no longer about ego anymore. But this happened over a period of 15 to 20 years, you know. So I had to realize the limitation towards just bodybuilding and getting bigger biceps. At some point, you know, I had the biggest biceps I could get. I had, you know, great bench press, all this kind of stuff. And I was like, okay, now what? What is there to life? There's more to this, you know? And so I embarked upon the meditation journey, and now it's come, like I said, full circle. And now there's a balance. You know, now I'm really enjoying this, but I'm not looking towards an external look for my happiness, you know what I'm saying? So the happiness has to be in here first, and then anything that happens on the outside is just a game. That's why I'm always talking to you guys about not measuring yourself based on what somebody else has in store for you. Somebody else might have an ideal and say, oh, you got to be this, and I'm saying, no, be yourself. Continue to do that, and there will be an experience of happiness in that. Okay, so that's the main part of my work. Okay, and one of the ways that this is manifesting is by paying attention to your body. You actually get more results in the gym, you know, so it's a win-win situation here. So I'm saying be happier and you get more results. Ta-da! You know, you're looking for results anyway, why not be happier in the whole process? So I hope this answers your question. If you need to ask me any more questions or whatever, you can comment down below or go to naturalgallantbodybuilding.com, and I'll see you there.